Hello everyone. Today we are going to do a time-stamped each sign weekly message. So we are going to start with Gemini because we are in Gemini season, and then we will go to each sign. If you are interested in booking a personal with me, my link to my Etsy will be in the description box. I finally am done moving, so I'm opening my books again, so I'm pretty available as of right now. So that's nice because I'm normally like really booked out. So if anybody is interested, it'll be in the description box below. But also go to your timestamp if you are not a Gemini, or if you have multiple signs that you want to listen to. They will all be in the description box along with my Etsy shop. So let's go ahead and see Gemini's weekly message. What's coming out for my Geminis this week? Just some advice they need to hear. Let's see. Message for all Geminis. Okay, so we have respect coming forward. Let's see. Ooh, okay. We have rejuvenation coming forward. And, ooh, okay, discipline. All right, Gemini, you are really tired of that, like, same old cycle is what I'm feeling, okay? Whatever this is for you, it's like we're done with that same cycle. This could be, just about anything because this is general, but I'm feeling like you're demanding your respect, and this could be in a relationship, a friendship, a family member, at work. Like, I feel like I need the respect, and I know what I'm worth, and I'm finally coming into that power of understanding what I'm worth. Like, or this could be like respecting yourself and ending that cycle, like coming out of the water and like, wow, this is it. And I feel like there's some discipline, and this is more of like a self-discipline when it comes to like only allowing people to respect you. And this could be a spot where you have really struggled with allowing people to value your word, or if somebody says something you're like, you know what, it's okay, like we'll go with this way. Like, no, you're disciplining yourself. If you don't like something, if you don't want to participate in something, you're like, no, I'm gonna stick true to my guns, respect myself, and only do like what makes me happy, and not in a selfish way. This is like, I'm figuring out what makes me happy. It's like I'm ending a cycle of not being respected, of just not feeling myself, and I'm moving into that spot of feeling myself again. I definitely feel too for you, like there's this spot where you're like finding that happiness in yourself and in life again. And this could be where you are ending a relationship, or you're walking away from a job, or you are really trying to like find that happiness for yourself again. So this is like where you're really doing some soul searching, and it's like you're figuring out, you're really being hard on yourself about doing what makes you happy. And you know, Gemini, if this is like where you've set a goal for yourself, go for this goal. Go for it, because I see that it's going to work out exactly the way that you need it to. You just need to find that discipline and understand and have that like value for yourself. Okay, if you have this like idea or this goal that you have in mind, and it's like, I want to get there, it's a lot of hard work, but I'm going to get there, know it in your soul that you can achieve it. Respect yourself and have that value in yourself, and discipline yourself, and you're going to get there. You're going to come out of the water. All right, step into your power. There you go. Yeah, you're doing something about like ending a cycle of something. Push through your insecurities, and that's what I was just talking about. Respect yourself. All right, and then keep your heart open. Okay, so I think that there is definitely something that you are trying to walk away from, a goal that you are setting. There's something like that, like an achievement that you are trying to reach, okay? It's time for you to understand that anything that you want is possible. You are hardworking, you are dedicated, you are driven, but you need to get right in your mindset in order to get there, okay? Like, have this reset for yourself. And it's crazy because I recently just told myself something, and I was like, there's some people who doubt me, and like are pushing me to do something else, or doing this in certain spots in my life, right? And I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm gonna push towards my passion. And for you, that's exactly how I feel. It's like, it's time for you to push towards your passion, whatever this is. And sometimes you might feel really drained, but in those days, give yourself discipline. Step into this power. Open your heart to good things happening for you. Push through those insecurities and open your heart for yourself. It doesn't have to be for anybody else. Like, you're doing this for you, and I think that you need to I don't know, I feel like this is like a goal or something, right? And this could be like a job. This could be, you know, just something that you've set for yourself, or something that you're asking for. And it's like you look at somebody else and you're like, dang, I value that in that person. Like they're doing what I want to do, or they hold themselves so amazingly. Like I want to do that. And I want you to think of yourself like that. Like that's, I feel like there's somebody that you kind of look up to, but you need to look at yourself like that, because you look at yourself differently. Like you could never do that, or you couldn't be in that position. But it's like, yes, you could. You need to open your heart and value yourself the way that you value others. Because I think that there's like, oh, all right, we have a card flying out. Yeah, we have Lion just flying on out, okay? You are a lion. There is something so magnificent and powerful about you. And this goes across the board, right? Like you are, like I said, it's like there's some dedication, there's hard work there. And then we have flowers coming out. Yes, you need to be kind to yourself and know that whatever it is that you are asking for is going to happen. Okay, Gemini, whatever this is, it is going to happen for you. It is time for you to realize how special and like magical you are. Okay, be ready for that success. Strive for it, and it's all yours. That's all you need to do. Whatever this is, right? This is very general, but this for you. And if you want a deeper dive, my link to the my Etsy shop is in the description box. This could be your own personal 15 or a full 30, but I feel like you need to hear your guides, where it's like, I'm perfect the way that I am. Whatever it is that I'm asking for is going to happen. And I want you to respect yourself and see yourself the way that you value others. Value yourself in that same way. Like I want you to discipline yourself in that sense, okay? Of like, I only think positive thoughts about myself. I only think positive thoughts when it comes to this goal. You need to realize how magical you are, okay, Gemini? I really hope all my Geminis enjoyed their messages. If you are wanting to stick around for Cancer's message, you can stay around. Other than that, hello to all of my Cancers. Let's go ahead and get your weekly message. So go ahead and connect to your guides and let's see what they have to say. As always, if you are interested, my link to my Etsy is in the description box. If you would like a deeper dive on this, I have a 15, full 30 minutes, or an hour reading. Let's go ahead and just see, Cancers, what do you have in store this week? Let's go ahead and pull 3 cards to start. What does my Cancers have in store this week? Okay, so we have darkness coming out, my Cancers. Let's see what's going on. All right, we have darkness, we have hunger, and I was feeling this. Let's see what the last card is. Okay, we have fear. And you know what, Cancer? I'm just going to pull one more card out for you because there is a lot of energy. Okay, we have respect. Let's just get one more. All right, let's see. Oh, okay. Rest. Okay. All right. To all of my Cancers, okay? For you, there's definitely some darkness around you. And this is something that you were scared of. If you were scared, of like something, I feel like this is like a fear of yours about moving forward, or about something that you like have an idea of, like of the future. I feel like we're scared of something and we're worried about it, okay? But you are so hungry for the change and you are driven. It's time for you. I want you, this is crazy because I'm getting a couple different messages. I definitely feel like you need to be respected, and this goes in a couple different spots in your life, where this could be at work, or this could be at your home life, or a relationship sense, friendship sense. But there is like something, and I definitely feel like your mindset may be a little off right now because like we're just going through the motions of different things. There could have been something that happened, a couple things that happened, but it's like we need to rest our mind, we need to rest our soul, and kind of gain this respect for ourselves, but also have other people gain it for you as well. I just feel like you are so hungry for change and ready for this new beginning for yourself, but you're so scared of it. You're so worried that the darkness is going to follow you around everywhere. But it starts with like resting and like kind of assuring yourself that it's going to get better. Yeah, boundaries. We have boundaries coming out too. I definitely feel like with boundaries coming out, there's definitely somebody in your life right now, okay, that is kind of a little too pushy or doesn't respect you in the sense, and that gives you a lot of anxiety, it gives you a lot of fear. And this could be at home, or this could be, you know, in your work life. I'm really feeling it's either at home or in your work life where there's somebody around you that just does not respect you, does not doesn't make you feel like you have a value or you have worth And it's like, it's time to set those boundaries up, because it's time for you to change. There is a dark cloud around you. Not to say that you're depressed or you're negative or anything like that, okay? I just feel like there is a dark cloud that hangs around you, and it gives you constant anxiety or fear or worry about whatever situation it is. You're so scared of something, and it's like, it's time to put yourself to rest. It's time for you to allow yourself to go out of the darkness, and gain that respect for yourself, and have other people respect you. And that's where the boundaries come in. If they're not going to respect you, Cancer, it's time to kind of push them to the side. You definitely have fear and anxiety, like about a person or towards a situation. So we have clear your mind, and that's where that rest is coming in. Know your worth, that's where that respect is coming in. And then let's pull one more card. All right. Full moon in Cancer. You got your own card out. It says, let your fears dissolve. Wow, Cancer. You are really worried about something, okay? There is something that is really worrying you, and I feel like you could be trying to fix this situation. So this could be about a job, or this could be about a relationship, or a goal, or something for, like, I feel like this could be a future idea, or like a long-term something, okay? For you, it's like you're really worried about it. You're somebody who has anxiety. You have fear about a lot of different situations. It's time to clear your mind. Instead of thinking, and this is where the darkness could be coming in for me, it's like instead of thinking of the positive, you're so used to something bad happening. So you're constantly, worried about like the what if this happened, or what if this happens, what if that. I want you to let go of that, and like kind of let your dark cloud like dissolve and kind of leave, because it's time for you to clear your mind and know your worth. And so like if this is like a relationship or a friendship or a workplace, like it's like I can step away from this because I know that I'm worth more than this. And if this is a job not paying you enough, or if this is a friendship, or a family member, or something, a relationship of some kind, where it's like they're not valuing who you are, I'm going to take a step away from this, and I'm going to know my worth. I'm going to go towards what it is. I want you to really kind of soul search a little this week, Cancer. Your message is a little similar to Gemini's, but it's like yours is on a deeper level, where it's like I want you to soul search and see where you're happiest, and I want you to kind of think about the people who don't respect you in your life, and kind of step away from them and see this dark cloud kind of vanish a little bit within the next week, right? Because I'm like, there's somebody or a situation that is dark around you. It's time to clear your mind and know your worth. Kind of have that rest. Give yourself that moment. Try to meditate or take a shower or a bath by yourself, and it has like quiet. Listen to some meditation music, and just kind of see what comes to mind. Because I think your heart is trying to speak to you about a couple of different things. Yeah. You are going through a lot, okay? Weathering the challenges ahead will bring you a new and positive future. And let's just pull one more. All right. Ooh, we have transformation. And that is breaking through those chains, okay? It's time for you to make a change to enrich your life and become the person that you want to be. And when I say that, this is where I feel like you're stepping into the spot of like knowing who respects you, knowing who doesn't. And it's like moving forward in a sense. Like I'm not worried about, this person, that person, whatever this is. Like I need to let this fear go. I'm hungry for change, but I don't know where to go because this cloud of darkness is like following me over. Cancer, this week I want you to really focus on like your happiness and what you can do to make that change for yourself, because it's time for you to make a change for yourself, to let go of this dark cloud that's been following you, this anxiety, this fear. I think a lot of that has to do with boundaries that people overcross for you, okay? I hope all of my Cancers enjoyed their message. Hello to all of my Leos. Let's go ahead and see what you have in store for this week. Let's go ahead and pull 3 cards to start for all of my Leos. 3 messages for the week to come for all of my Leos. And as always, Leos, if you are interested, my link to my Etsy shop will be in the description box. So if you are interested in booking a personal with me, it will be in the description box. Let's go ahead and pull 3 cards for all of my Leos. All right, so we have cycles coming out. All right, we have mischief. And let's see. Ooh, the journey. Okay. Let's just put one more. I feel like you need one more, Leo. All right, and we have loneliness. Okay. So, Leo, for you, I definitely think that you are going through a phase of kind of wanting to end cycles or wanting to move forward with whatever situation that you are in right now and like enjoy the journey, okay? But with this mischief and the journey, and I don't know if you can see back here, she's walking through this door of light, okay? Let me pull the card up here. So she's walking through the door of light, but there's a dark past that's behind her. And for you, all of my Leos, okay, it's time to just kind of leave that darkness, this cycles, okay? When I feel like cycles, mischief, it's like there's some negative in your past and it's time to go forward. You might be a little worried to be a little lonely on this journey, or you're worried that you aren't going to have anybody on this journey because it's like you're walking away from your past and your past has negative people in it, or this could be a relationship that you're walking away from. There's something, it's like I'm walking through this door, but whatever I'm leaving behind is not meant to be here, because it's like the same cycle over and over and over again. And this would be specifically leaving, like you could be moving and leaving your state. You could be leaving wherever it is that you are from and kind of like going towards this new bright future for yourself. Or you could be walking away from a relationship and leaving everybody that you knew for a while in the past. This could be a job that you're walking away from, and it's like you're worried to end that cycle. You're worried to be alone in that sense. You're worried to see what comes forward. But Leo, it's amazing. It's time for you to walk away and kind of, I think, within this part of being lonely for you, it's okay. It's like you're going to learn a lot about yourself that you didn't know, right? Because I feel like you're kind of sometimes you're very focused on what other people's needs are, what other people's wants are, and you get so far away from you. There is a lot of toxicity in your in your past, and it's like, it's time to end that cycle and walk forward to something new, okay? So it says release your blocks, and then unleash your kindest self, and it says reveal what needs to be seen. You have a lot of Scorpio energy out, and we just had the Scorpio new moon, and then we had the Sagittarius new moon, or full moon, but we just had the Scorpio. So you could have been feeling a lot of energy, and this could have been like when you started feeling this around, last month, where you were kind of, I don't know, like I want to walk towards something new, like there's like a back and forth energy, okay? It's time for you to walk towards something new. Release these blockages. And when I say these blockages, it's the people from your past. It's, walking away from your hometown, walking away from where you're at now and going into something new. Be real to yourself, okay? It's like you need to be real with yourself, and you can see like the truth for what it is. And I think that comes in with you walking away and you being alone. You're going to realize like the toxicity of other people, or the toxicity that you dealt with for so long. The very back and forth behavior, the reason that you kept going through the same cycles over and over again, it's because you didn't realize like what was going on around you, Leo, and now you're like, wow. And I definitely feel like there could have been a spot where you were looking to evolve, right? And it's like whatever it was that you did, it was like, I keep going through the same thing. I cannot evolve from whatever the situation is. And it's because it was time for you to walk away, to learn about yourself, to see exactly what it was that was holding you back, so we don't do that again. So if this is a goal that you were trying to reach, or something that you were trying to get to, sorry, I thought I heard a noise. I don't know where it's coming from. If this is where you're trying to walk away from a situation to like see something new or reveal something to yourself, that's what it's time for, Leo. It's time to walk away from whatever it is, so that way you can be alone and never end up in a situation like that again, so you can reach your true self, your true goals, okay? It says unity, a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love. Oh, what a beautiful message, Leo. Let's get one more. Let me shuffle, and let's get one more message. I don't know if you guys can hear the noise in the background. I have no idea what that is. I think it might be one of my other dogs. But let's go ahead and pull one more message. All right, we have key coming out. It says new beginnings, directions, and adventures await those who are ready to let go of the past. Okay. Your true happiness is when you walk away. It's like that you find love, you find happiness, you find truth in yourself, And it's like, wow, I had the key to this all along, but I was so nervous about it. I was so worried about walking away from the past. But your past, I don't want to lie to you, I feel like your current or your past that you're walking away from is a little toxic for you. It's not good for you. It's just holding you back. It's just not allowing you to evolve. And that doesn't mean that they weren't good for then, okay? Whatever the situation was. I like to, I heard this analogy, and it was like something about rockets, right? You used that to elevate yourself, okay? Like this situation, they're not bad people, they're not bad situations, but it's like no longer serving you. It's time to let go of those rockets and move into somewhere new, okay? I hope all of my Leos enjoyed their messages. And now we are going to move on to all of my Virgos. Let's see. Hello to all of my Virgos. I'm just cleaning up these. Let's go ahead and see, Virgo, what your weekly message is. Go ahead and connect to your guides, and let's see what comes through for all of my Virgos. And as always, if you are interested in a personal message, my link to my Etsy will be in the description box. I offer personal 15-minute readings, pre-recorded, or 30 minutes to an hour face-to-face meetings. So let's go ahead and pull 3 cards for all of my Virgos. See what's coming out for you this week. Ooh, okay, so we have hunger coming out. I think Cancer had this card too. We have grief coming out. And we have chaos. Wow, you were going through a lot, Virgo. Let's see one more card. Okay, so we have treasure and love. Okay, I was like, I feel like this could be something about a love message. So those Virgos who are in a relationship, I do want to, I feel like this would be a relationship that you're currently in. Okay. I want to talk about a couple things, Virgo. I want to go into another message for you, Virgos, too. So I don't worry about that. This is not going to be a pure love message. But those of you that are in a relationship, okay, and it's like you are ready to settle down with this person, or you are really treasuring like love when it comes to this person. All right, Virgo? It's time for you to kind of walk away from the chaos, okay? Because you want this deep love, but I feel like whatever this love is for you in this relationship, Virgo, and this only goes for some of my Virgos, okay? And the Virgos who agree with this, I feel like that's the message for you. It's time for you to walk away from this, because this relationship causes you too much havoc, too much like chaos and upsetness. Like there's a lot of grief that goes on in this relationship. You want this relationship so bad because you love, but you want somebody who loves you equally, okay? Like you really desire the love of your partner, Virgo, and it's like I feel like it's out there, but not with this person, okay? And not for everybody who's in a relationship. Just those Virgos who are feeling that message where it's like, it's so hard to be with this person. It's so hard to be in this relationship with this person. I give so much love, but it feels like whatever love that I want back, it comes with so much heartache or havoc, whatever that is, okay? I go through a lot in order to get this person's attention or to get this person's love. And for other, okay, so Virgos, so that was the love message. Other Virgos, okay? You are really ready for change. You are really ready to move forward into something that you are happy about. You have been going through it, and this could be a living situation, this could be work, this could be a couple different things, because this is a collective, but it's like you are so ready for change. You are so ready to leave this chaos. Like I am struggling. That's how I feel. It's like I am struggling with everything that is going on about me. This could be like where you were just doing a ton of different things at once. You've been really going through it. You've gone through loss. You've gone through whatever this is. There is so much chaos, and it's like I am so ready for change. But at the end of the tunnel, I feel like there is going to be something that you really have been asking for, somewhere that you really want to go. And it's like, Virgo, whatever it is that you are asking for, it's going to come forward. I want you to kind of just focus on the end goal, focus on what makes you happy. And sometimes, Virgo, we have to lose some people that are on the ride in order to get to where we truly want to be. And sometimes that's just what happens. And it is a little chaotic, but it's time for you to focus on the end goal, what really makes you happy. I want you to find that spark of love for yourself too, Virgo, because I think that sometimes you get a little low on yourself, and the true happiness is within you, and you need to go within and see the love for yourself. Like, I want you to practice, a lot of you Virgos, like, I feel like there's like some sadness or something going on, okay? And whether you're in a relationship, you're not in a relationship, this could be where you want to go into a relationship, I'm not sure. But it's like, I have this feeling in my heart where I really need to focus on self-love. I really need to know my worth, and I need to know my value. And have that spark for yourself, so that way you can realize like who you are, okay? See, leave the past behind is coming out. And then we have attune to the divine. And then let's pull one more. Go wild. Okay. All right. So for my Virgos, okay, it is time for you to let go of this chaos, let go of this hurt. If this is a situation where it's like you want this situation so bad, you want it so bad, and this could be any situation, right? A relationship, this could be a job, this could be, you know, anything, a home, just whatever this is, okay? It's like you want this so bad, but you're like, whatever it is, it's like it's causing you more heartache than it is happiness, and it's time to let it go. It's time to trust your intuition and move forward, and believe in yourself, okay? I feel like it's like you need to go within, and go within and learn your own self, learn your own heart. Where is it that you want to go, my Virgos, okay? What is it that you need to I don't know, there's just like something I need to go within, and I need to find it, and it's in my heart space, and it's time for you to find it so you can attune to who you truly are, and be that person, and go wild, and leave the chaos behind, because you want this change so bad. You want it, but you also want the situation that you're in, but it's causing you more heartache than it is happiness. And I want you to be real with yourself on that, Virgo. Like, it is causing you more heartache than it is happiness. Two more fortune cards to see what else your message is. All right, we have snake there. Yeah, there's a person or a situation in your life that it is time to let go of, okay? Yeah, and then you got the lion twice. It is time for you to realize how strong and connected and magical you are as a person, and it's like it's time for you to make this change. For some of you, I really feel like there is like a past that you're leaving behind, and you want to leave it behind so bad. You want to move forward. Like, there's something, it's like, I want to move forward, I want to do this, okay? Go forward with caution, but it's time for you to make this decision for yourself. Like, I feel like you want change, but you also want the situation so bad. Like, you want this situation to change with you. You want the situation to work for you, but whatever you do, you know it's not going to work, and you're holding on to this, or you could be going through, you know, the heartache of losing this situation, this person, and it's like you want it so bad, but it's not meant for you. It's time to let it go, because it's like, I need to be real with myself, and I can't be my true self if this person or this situation is around, okay? Like, I'm ready to move forward because I need to be my true self. I've not been myself for so long that it's time for me to listen to myself, okay, Virgo? And that's exactly what I feel. It's like, listen to your inner self. I want you to do some heart meditations this week. And so, eat greeny foods, work on your heart chakra, listen to heart meditations. Like, there's some blockages in my heart, and I want you to fix those. Like, that's how I feel. It's like, it's time to fix those blockages that you have in your heart, okay? Virgo, hello to all of my Libras. Let's see what is coming through for all of my Libras this week. As always, if you are interested in booking a personal with me, the link to that will be in the description box below. Let's go ahead and pull 3 cards out for my Libra to see how my Libra's week is going. And I was just like, these messages are a little bit deeper than I thought I wanted them to be, but I have the deep and dangerous messages out. So this message might be a little deep. The last ones were pretty deep. I think Gemini had Gemini had a decent one, and then since then it's just been a little deeper. So let's see what yours is. Let's see what all of my Libra's messages are. How are my Libras doing this week? Okay, we have disconnection. Okay, we have warning. Wow, okay, and loneliness. Let's just pull 2 more out for you, my Libra. Okay, so we have cycles And we have hunger coming out again. Okay. So we have hunger and gratification. So for all of my Libras, all right, I definitely feel like you are trying to separate yourself from a situation or a person, because we have disconnection and like warning. I feel like you have this feeling about a situation, or you have this like you want to take a step away, but you don't want to be lonely. You don't want to go. It's like you want to end this cycle, because it's like we have this constant cycle. I'm like so ready for change and happiness, but I think sometimes you do worry about being lonely, or you worry about other things. If this is where it's like you've been really disconnected from a situation for a while, Libra. If you have been really disconnected from a situation for a while, Libra, okay, and it's like you are really worried about this, you're really worried about that, okay, you kind of know, you're so used to, this could be, I'm getting to a message, you could be so used to being alone, but it's like time for you to end that cycle. It's like you're ready to end these cycles of being alone and not having a person and not having this situation that you are asking for. I feel like you feel sometimes very alone, where it's like you can't talk to people, you don't feel like you have the correct friends, you feel like, you're never getting the appreciation that you deserve, and it's time for you to take a step back, so that way we can end these cycles and make that change that you are so ready for. It's time for you to feel good about yourself and about the situations that you're in. And I think for a while you've just kind of been in this disconnection, and that could be where you're kind of just going very that could be another message for you, okay? Libra, I want to say, you could be so very disconnected right now, okay? You're really focusing on work. You're really focusing on a person or a situation. It's like, I'm so disconnected from the truth, or from, not even the truth, but it's like, I'm so disconnected to the outside world. Like, I'm focusing so hard on one situation right now. And this is like your warning, or your kind of like wake-up call, right? That you are secluding yourself, and it's going to cause you loneliness, or you really want something, and it's like you've pulled away for so long, and you're so used to the cycle, but you're ready for change. You're ready for this like happiness to happen. But it's like you have to have that wake-up call for yourself. And I don't feel like warning is like a, oh my goodness, it's more of like a wake-up call. Like, I need to have this wake-up call in order to move forward, because if I don't, Libra, I'm gonna be in this spot of loneliness. I'm gonna be in this spot of the same cycles over and over again. And this could be where you want to break the cycle, you want to break this transformation. This could go back for where you're just following like generational things, or whatever that is, right? Where you're trying to break a cycle of something. Or this could be where you've gotten yourself so into this cycle, Libra, where it's like you're kind of separating yourself, you're causing a lot of disconnection, and this is your wake-up call. Like, you are causing this disconnection because you are so far from like what you're so driven into something right now, okay? Like, you are very driven into a situation, and so it's like you're not really seeing things or how they're supposed to be. But it's like, it's time to end this cycle. It's time to go towards something new. You're ready for this change, okay? And it says, assess the situation, release your blocks, and we have detoxify. Yeah, Libra, I definitely feel like it goes a couple different ways for you. It is time for you, and this disconnection could be a good thing too, where it's like you need to kind of step away. I feel like in a couple different ways, where if this is like you are so stuck into work or so stuck into a person or a situation, right? I need to kind of take a step back and realize how disconnected I have been. I need to assess the situation. I need to release these blockages where I have kind of secluded myself or disconnected myself from what I truly want. And I feel like your heart is more of like that lonely spot, more of like you want somebody to call at the end of the day, or I want to be happy in this spot in life. And it's like, I need to let go of some negative things in my life in order to move forward, in order to release these blocks. So let's go ahead and pull 2 fortune messages for you, my Libras, and see what your message is. All right, so we have Mountain. Know that you are protected as you face challenging circumstances that remain. All right, and we have patience coming forward. Slow down, change your attitude, and clear your mind. And that goes with assess the situation, right? So I definitely feel like there are a couple challenges ahead of you, and that could be with like coming into like what makes you happy, Libra. Where do you want to go? I feel like you need to get in connection and decide like where is it like long term that you want to be. And I think this week that's what you're coming into. It's like a more of a long term decision. Where am I going long term? Or what is going to make me the happiest? Like I feel like I've disconnected myself from like my true happiness, and this is your wake up call where it's like I need to be happy, and in order for me to be happy there's a couple things ahead of me, but if I do them and I complete them like and I'm patient and I persevere, it's going to happen for me. And so Libra, I want you just to continue to persevere, make those goals, and if you need to take your step away, then take your step away, have that disconnection. But don't disconnect yourself too far, because I definitely feel like, Libra, you can do that. You can pull yourself away if somebody upsets you or something like that, or, you know, you're so driven into something else. You can have a disconnection, and it's not good for you to do that, okay, Libra? I hope you enjoyed your messages. Hello to all of my Scorpios. Let's go ahead and get into your weekly message. As always, I will be pulling 3 cards for each message. If you are interested in a personal, you can go ahead and click the link that is in the description box and get a personal message. Sorry if you hear any noise. My baby just got home. So let's go ahead and get messages for all my Scorpios. 3 cards for all of my Scorpios. Alright, so we have freedom coming out. Okay, we have the journey. And we have grief. Okay. Wow, Scorpios, let's just pull one more card. Okay, so we have fear dropping out, and then we have service. Okay, service. And we have fears. Let me pick up the fears really fast. Oh, sorry if you see my hair. Okay. All right, to all of my Scorpios, okay, you are ready for some new success, some new freedom, all right? I definitely think that you are ready to let go of a past situation or a past person, because it's like grief, you're sad, you're worried, or it's like the journey, it's time to leave something behind, and you know that in order to get my freedom, I need to leave somebody or something behind, okay? I really want you to connect to your guides and release this fear, because it's like whatever we are fearing or whatever we are worried about, Scorpio, it's, yeah, reflect on your priorities. I just feel like it's not necessary, whatever it is, because it's more like you're fearing of somebody else. You're fearing some other situation where it's like you're worried about other people's feelings, you're worried about like the possible negativities, whatever it is. But in order to get your freedom, you need to walk this direction. You need to move forward. Let's go ahead and pull 3 of these cards. Let's see. All right, honor your feelings and reveal what needs to be seen. Okay, I definitely think, all right, so Scorpio, you are so ready for this happiness. And when it comes to this situation, we have honor your feelings. You need to worry about yourself more than you are worrying about other people, Scorpio. And I definitely feel like you are kind of worried about what other people are thinking, or like what other people, it's like this is your journey, and you need to reflect on your priorities, your feelings, and I feel like you need to really see the bigger picture of this overall goal that you have for yourself. And this week, I think you're going to come into that, where it's like, I'm going to realize what I want, where I want to go, what I want to do, and it's time for you to honor that, and be real with yourself. Let's pull just 2 fortune messages. We have a unicorn, success, hope, and freedom. Wow, healing and magic are all available to you if you just believe, and that's where you need to make that step. And then we have the chariot, which is all about success. It says, charge ahead with confidence, stay strong and focused. It's time for you to focus on yourself, okay, Scorpio? If this is where you're leaving somebody or something in the past and you're like really worried about it because you're worried about them, it's time for you to worry about yourself. If you stay in this situation, you know that you're not going to have the freedom that you want, and it's time for you to to connect to your guides and move forward. This is your message. It's time for you to move forward, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed your messages. Hello to all of my fellow Sagittariuses. Let's go ahead and get a message for all of my Sagittariuses. Let's go ahead and see all of my fellow Sagittariuses. How is this week gonna go for us? What is our advice? What is our guides trying to bring forward? And I was wondering why these were all so deep, and it's because these are the deep and dark messages. So they're not like super like, it's, you know, they're deeper than what I thought. But as always too, if you are interested in booking a personal with me, a 15, 30 minutes or an hour, my link to my Etsy shop will be in the description box. So let's go ahead and pull some cards for my fellow Sagittarius. How is this week gonna go? Okay, we have cycles coming forward. I love it. This card's come out a couple times. Ooh, we have change. I love that. Means we're ending cycles. Oh my goodness, and we have acceptance coming forward. Let's see what the next one is. Okay, discipline. Yep, I was like, I feel like there is. Let's just give one more. Okay. All right, my fellow Sagittariuses, okay? We are ending cycles. It is time for change, and with change, you need to have discipline. We need to let go of our fears. We need to believe and accept that. When I feel that acceptance, when I see her, it's like, I know that I am available to change. I know that I can end these cycles. I know that with hard work, my fears are nothing. I'm fearing because I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to make my goal. I'm fearing that I'm not going to be able to end these cycles, okay? You are ready to prove to yourself and to everybody else that this is what you can do. If this is a situation, and you know, it goes to a situation, to a relationship, it's time for you to realize like who you are. Let go of all of your fears. Your fears are only holding you back. I want you to focus every day for the next 30 days, Sagittarius, on making your goals. Sorry if you hear the baby in the background. On making your goals, making whatever this idea is, whatever ending this cycle is. I'm going to discipline myself for 30 days of realizing who I am, only thinking positive thoughts about myself, and let this fear go. Because if you discipline yourself, this fear is nothing. You are so ready for change, Sagittarius. And we just had the full moon, or is it the new moon? And yeah, I think it was the new full moon. I'm not sure. In Sagittarius. So I definitely feel like that is pushing you to end some cycles around you. And for some of you, I feel like I just keep hearing this in my head, but it's like you are so driven to make a change for something, so you can tell like somebody, like I did it. You know, like there was, like somebody had doubt in you and you're like, I got it, I did it, haha. Like that's the kind of energy that I'm feeling, okay? Yes, talk less, feel more. And let's just, I want to pull 2 extra cards for my Sagittarius. Ooh, okay, so we just had some cards fly on out, so we'll take those. We had more than 2. So, honor your feelings. Before we move on to these, Sagittarius, it's time for you to really be real with yourself about ending some things. It's time for you to leave the past behind, like that disbelief, that not believing, the fears. It's time for you to leave that in the past. And anything where it's like, because I feel like I'm disciplining myself in order to make this change, I'm gonna leave all of that in the past. I'm gonna break this cycle. We have clear your mind, which is letting go of those fears, right? It's time for you to really feel like you're gonna make whatever this is, push through any insecurities. And we have let your fears dissolve. We have practice gratitude and go deeper. Okay, so for all of my Sagittariuses, you are really ready for a massive change. You are ready for something new to come in. You are ready to end a cycle and move forward. And I feel like it's like accepting that whatever this is, like I feel like you truly believe in yourself. I'm letting go of my insecurities. I'm letting go of my fears. I'm happy that I'm doing what I'm doing. If this is where you are making a goal, you are going to school, you are whatever this is, okay? There is something that you are doing, that you are dedicated to, that you are driven to, and I feel like you don't think that you're going to make it. You don't believe that it's going to happen. And this week, you're like, wow, I really, really am going to be able to do this. I just need to go deeper. I need to find It's like, I think that you need to make your own personal twist on something. I want you to let go of insecurities, or if this is the go deeper, like realize like who you are, what you bring to the table, how good you are at doing something, whatever this is, okay? It's time for you to be appreciative of everything that you have to get you to where you want to go. Let's pull 2 more cards. All right, so we have unity, a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope will radiate you, and you attract great love. Ooh, and we have lovers. There are 2 paths ahead. Be true to yourself. Oh my goodness. And we have wish. Your heart's true desire is ready to come true. You have so much love coming out, and this goes in more than one spot. This is definitely about relationships. So if you are with somebody or you want to be with somebody, okay, this relationship is really about to take off. And I think that with you kind of realizing who you are, what you bring to the table, it's only going to kind of bring that security into the relationship. If this is where you've been single for a while and you're like, I'm ready to change, I'm ready to bring a new lover into my life, that's what's gonna happen. You're finally being real with yourself. You're knowing like who you are and what you bring to the table. For others of you, this could be where it's like time for you to be devoted to making the change to go towards something that you love, and you're fearing it. This could be going down a new path, whatever that is for you. It's like, I'm worried about something and I'm going to make the change for it. Okay, my Sagittariuses, I hope you all enjoyed your weekly. Moving on to all of my Capricorns. Hello to all of my Capricorns. Let's go ahead and get some messages out for all of my Capricorns. Let's go ahead and just pull couple cards for all my Capricorns. How is this week going to be? As always, my link to my Etsy will be in the description box if you are interested in booking a personal. I do a pre-recorded 15-minute video, or I do a 30-minute face-to-face, an hour face-to-face as well. So let's go ahead and pull some cards and see how are all my Capricorns doing this week. Okay, so we have warning coming through. Ooh, we have disconnection and grief. Okay. I think a very similar message came out for my Libras. So if you are attached to any Libra, this is a very similar message. It's time for you to kind of, let's pull 2 more cards. Okay, so we have beauty and we have cycles. Okay, Capricorns. You are really, I feel like this week, right, you are going through something where it's like you kind of have to walk away from a situation and disconnect yourself because you kind of see the true side of something. But in order to do that, like, we are going to, and you know what's crazy is I feel like sometimes you get in the same cycles where it's like you kind of know that you want to walk away from a situation. You've kind of been warned about it before. You've kind of seen true colors of things. But it's like you are going to walk away from something. And in this, you're still kind of sad, but you see kind of like the good of walking away from a situation and like ending a cycle. And I think that's something specific that you need to do. So you could be walking away from a job, a relationship, you know, a friend. It's like we're disconnecting ourselves. We're no longer happy in this position anymore. And I want to end this cycle. I see the beauty to other things. And you might be sad about walking away, but it's like in that and being sad, it's like you kind of realize like what comes with ending the cycle. And it's good. It's good to end this cycle, Capricorn. Let's go ahead and pull 3 cards. Honor your feelings. Attune to the divine. Detoxify. Okay, Capricorn, you're really going to walk away from something that is toxic, and this could be a job or a person. And it's like you've kind of been shown true colors before, but it's like now you're really seeing some true colors, and it really hurts your heart that like you have to walk away from a situation or this person. But it's like you kind of realize in walking away, like this cycle that they kind of put you through, or whatever it is. And it's like whatever this is I didn't value myself as much as I should have because of this person or because of this situation. And it's time for you to go within and kind of realize what is toxic around you. Kind of listen to your higher guide and just kind of honor those feelings that you have. Let's go ahead and pull 2 more cards. Okay, we have Dragonfly. Have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, connection of spirit. All right, and let's just pull one more. We have the Phoenix. Be prepared for renewal after this period of crisis. So this could be a couple different things, Capricorn. This could have been where you were going through it for a long time. This could be where you were going through it for a long time and you were just so over this situation, and it kind of like disconnected you from yourself, because you were like, I can't do this. I have to disconnect. I have to kind of step away. But it's like we're ending that cycle, and now we're like kind of breaking through this barrier, because I've kind of left some toxic things behind. This could be where, you know, you're really worried about a situation, but it's going to get better. Whatever this is, it's time for you to kind of switch it around, and whatever happened, it's for the better, because like I'm gonna be in a better situation. I'm gonna find my true happiness, and in order for me to do that, I had to walk away. I had to disconnect from this. I had to end cycles. Okay, I hope all my Capricorns enjoyed their messages. Now we are moving on to all of my Aquariuses. Hello to all of my Aquariuses. Ooh, let's go ahead and see what your weekly message is to all of my Aquariuses. Let's go ahead and pull some cards for all my Aquariuses. Okay, so we have Mirror, we have Acceptance, and we have Loneliness. Okay, so for you, all of my Aquariuses, I definitely feel like you are, sorry, I hear some noise. Anyways, I feel like you are kind of realizing who you are. And for a while, I feel like you didn't notice yourself, or you were really worried about being alone. Like you felt super alone. You felt like you didn't have anyone by your side. And it's like in this time, we've realized how strong you are individually, where you've gone through some things, Aquarius, and it's like in that time of being alone and having to support yourself and having to be your own like cheerleader, right? We've realized how strong we were. And in order for you to have gotten to the person, or the, and sevens are very significant to you. Sorry to change it, but there's sevens here. So in order for you to make this change for yourself or know who you are, it's like I had to kind of take a step back and look in the mirror and realize who I was, because I was so stuck in a different mindset for so long. And if I were to have had, it's like you've learned so much during this period. That's just like all I can feel. It's like I had to go through this alone so I could learn who I truly was. I could visualize like this piece that I can get to all completely on my own. Let's go ahead and pull some more cards for you, Aquarius. All right, we have open to change. We have see the bigger picture, and we just had the moon in Sagittarius. So you could be feeling that a little extra strong, and trust the universe. Oh, and that's quarter moon in Aquarius. So you are coming out in your own reading. Okay, so it is time for you to, and this could be where you haven't fully, like you are feeling very lonely, okay? You're feeling lonely, or you want to walk away from a situation. You want this change. But in order to make this change, you kind of have to walk this journey on your own. But I want you to see the bigger picture and trust that the universe has everything in mind for you. Your guides would never steer you astray. And in order to be to the spot you want to be, you have to walk this journey alone. You have to be alone to be ready for this change. And just trust that whatever this is, like, it's going to be okay. It's going to work out. Things only happen if they are meant to, only for a reason. And we may not understand them at the very moment, but I promise you things are going to get better. Things are going to end up working out. It's just like you have to put your trust in your guides. And sometimes you might, sorry if you hear that my phone is ringing, and I just see that we have a little bit of a low battery. So hopefully we will be able to get through this reading. Let's go ahead and pull some cards for you, Aquarius. All right, we have unity coming forward. A time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope will radiate you, and you attract great love. And we have thorns. Okay, whether the challenges ahead will bring you great and positive futures. Okay, so Aquarius, you really want to make a change. You really want to make a change for yourself. And that goes with, I think, of like being alone, or I feel like you're taking a step away from a situation and you're so worried about being alone. You're so worried about like not having someone or something to talk to, I feel. And this is like walking away from a person, I definitely feel. Or maybe this is a situation and you're scared to be without the situation. But it's time to trust the universe. Trust that if you walk away from this, there's something better in store for you. It might be struggle. It might be hard a little bit at first, right, Aquarius? But it's going to get better. I promise you. And you just need to trust your guides, because your guides would never lead you astray. I hope you all enjoyed your messages. Hello to all of my Pisces. Let's go ahead and get my Pisces weekly message out there. Let's go ahead and get 3 cards for all of my Pisces. Let's pull 3 cards. All my Pisces. As always, if you are interested in a personal, you can always book through my Etsy shop. That will be in the description box below. Go ahead and pull 3 messages for all my Pisces. Ooh, we have discipline. Pisces, you are getting hard on yourself about something, but it's for change. We have warning coming through. All right. And disconnection. Okay. I think you are really getting hard on yourself. You kind of, yep. This warning is rejuvenation. I wanted to pull 1 card. I want to pull, let's pull just 2 more of these. Let's see. I'm going to shuffle. So for you, you've kind of had this wake-up call that if you don't get on your stuff, like it's going to, I feel like you've kind of been messing around or playing around for a little too long, and it's time for you to get on it, to get forward and do whatever it is that you're asking for. If this is where you've had a disconnection for so long and now it's time for you to get back into the groove of things, or this is the discipline that you need to have a disconnection in order to get back into the groove of things, okay? It's like you're finally going to be real with yourself. You've had this like awakening. You've had this like understanding with yourself that if I don't do this, it's not going to happen, and it's now or never. Yeah, you definitely had a little break, okay? You had a little break, but it's time for you to be ready. And if this was like a little, this goes both ways, I feel, okay? But it's like you need to have this discipline and stay hard on yourself. And I think that you kind of realize the beauty of certain things and the perks of certain situations, okay? And it's like you may have taken advantage of them at times, and not in a negative way, not in a negative way at all. But I feel like there was a situation where it's like there was 2 ways to go about something, and it was like easier to do one way, and now you kind of have to put your work back into it. We have to discipline ourselves. We've had this wake-up call. We've seen the good side of both sides, and I'm now going to try to work really hard to get towards whatever this blessing is for me. I'm really hoping for, you know, a big payout of something. Like there's something about a big payoff, okay? Just because it's like I worked hard, and it's like I have the payout for it. Let's go ahead and pull 3 of, ooh, all right, so we have release your blocks, and let me grab it. Sorry, it's on the floor. We have release your blocks coming forward, and that goes with your discipline and your awakening. It's time for you to release those blockages that you have out there. It says go wild and reveal what needs to be seen. Okay. It's time for you to release all of your blockages. When you are worried about the situation, whatever the situation is, I feel like it's like you're really trying to push yourself somewhere as far as like the workplace or something like a personal goal, because I feel like I'm working really hard to see a payout on something. And so I feel like it's time for you to release your blockages. Anything where it's like, I couldn't do this, or I can't handle all of this, I can't do this. It's time for you to release that blockage. Stop thinking that way. It's time for you to know that you, whatever it is that you're asking for is going to happen, but you need to push for it. And we have revealed what needs to be seen. You might find some things in this situation where it's like, I couldn't believe that I was allowing like this to happen or this to slip through, whatever it is. It's like you're going to figure out some things, but it's like time for you to release those blockages in order to do so. And we have forgive, a full moon in Pisces just sitting here. I'm going to put this here. It's time for you to, I feel like too, if you're mad at yourself or you're mad at a situation, okay, it's time to let that go, because I think that there's a different side to something that you're not seeing, and it's like you're gonna see that in this time of like releasing blockages and staying really disciplined. And if this is where you're disconnecting or you're coming back from a disconnection, okay, in this it's like time to forgive so you can see the true situation about something. We have proposal, ooh, and love. Okay, so Pisces, for you, If you are single, Pisces, I definitely feel like you could have some romance coming on in with this, or this could be where you are connecting or dedicating yourself as far as like love life to a situation where you have somebody coming forward in your love life, and you had to have a disconnection for a long time in order to, you know, find somebody that you truly care about, or to learn this relationship, okay? But I think for some of you, I really feel like this is about work, where it's like you're kind of dedicating yourself or trying to get to a situation to make something happen. I hope all my Pisces enjoyed their messages. Hello to all of my Aries. Let's go ahead and get all of my Aries messages out there for this week. Let's see what your guides have to say. As always, Aries, if you are interested in booking a personal with me, my link to the description, or my link to my Etsy, will be in the description box. I've said that so many times, Aries. It's you, and then Taurus is my last one. So let's go ahead and get all of my Aries messages. How is my Aries week gonna go? What do the guides have to say for all of my Aries this week? Ooh, we have grief coming forward. Grief has come out a couple times. Ooh, we have darkness. Okay, Aries, you are going through a period of darkness, and this could have been a long period of darkness, a lot of period of pain. Yes, because we have resilience coming out. Aries, you really be going through it sometimes. Focus, and let's just pull one more for my Aries. Chaos. Okay, I want you to focus on the change. I want you to kind of let go of this dark cloud that kind of hovers around you, or this sadness that you have. It's like, I am ready for change. I am ready to let go of this sadness and this dark cloud that kind of like hangs around me. I'm ready for this change. I'm very resilient. Every time life throws a wrench in my plans, like I kind of work past it. I move around it, and you could have a lot of chaos. And I don't feel like this chaos and this darkness has been here for just like a week. I feel like it's been here for a while, and it's like, I need to focus on wanting change. I need to kind of push myself to leave this situation. If this is like where you go back into the same cycle as far as relationships or jobs or something, like it's time for you to focus on like what makes you happy. Where do you want to go? Stop focusing on, like, I feel like you want something to happen, but it's like this same cycle is not good for you anymore. It's time for change. It's time for you to focus on being happy and leave this chaos behind. Yeah, we have Go Wild coming out. We have Shine. Yeah, it is your time to focus on happiness. And then we have Assess the Situation coming out. It is your time to focus on your happiness. There is something where it's like it's the same cycle over and over again, and you go back into it because it's where you're comfortable or it's where you want to be. But it's like, I feel like that's where your sadness or your darkness is coming from, and there's so much chaos in this situation. It's time for you to move forward and leave that behind. Go wild. Go for what you want. It's your time to shine. Okay, Aries? Let's go ahead and just pull 2 more messages for you. All right, we have Birth. Yeah, it's time for you to have a new beginning. It's time for you to leave this. Yeah, so we have Birth and we have Moon. So it's time to pay attention to your intuition, and it's time for you to go forward, even though you might not know what's ahead of you, but you know it's better. You know that there's something more in store for you, okay? And it's time for you to bring some like happiness back into your life. Bring something new. It's time for change. It's time for you to be happy again, Aries. And it's been a long time coming. Like, there's been a dark cloud that has followed you around. In order to get rid of this, it's like I need to break that cycle. I need to let that go. I need to put it in the past, okay? I hope all of my Aries enjoyed their messages. I am going to move on to our last sign. Hello to all of my Tauruses. Let's go ahead and pull some messages for you for this week. As always, my link to my Etsy shop will be in the description box below, so make sure to check that out if you are interested in getting a personal reading. All right, Taurus, let's go ahead and get your messages out there. What is in store for all of my Tauruses this week? That's some good messages for my Tauruses. Pull 3 cards. Okay, we have Boundaries coming out, Taurus. Ooh, we have Blessings. You're one of the better messages. They have been, and Compassion. Okay, Taurus, it is time for you to set up boundaries when it comes to certain people. And I think that you are just so sweet when it comes to certain things, Taurus. You are a very polite person, and you know, not always in that sense, but like it's time for you to set boundaries up and have compassion for yourself, okay? And that's what I feel is like you kind of allow people to walk all over you, or you allow like situations to kind of go further than they should. It's like sometimes you want to have this reward of a situation, but you are like, I'm gonna do it for somebody else. It's time for you to put that boundary up and focus on yourself. Focus on like the blessings that are to come for you, and kind of if somebody isn't willing to respect your boundary, then it's time for you to kind of be able to walk away from them and realize that it's time for you to be compassionate to yourself. It's time for you to love yourself and be true to yourself, okay? Okay, so we have relax. There is something I feel, because I felt some worried energy. Okay, we have relax, we have lighten up, and we have honor your feelings. Okay, I definitely feel like you're worried about a situation, because I feel like the boundary like makes me have anxiety. So I feel like there's like there's something where it's like I have anxiety, I'm worried, there's something about a situation, okay? There is going to be, whatever this is, there's going to be happiness at the end of the tunnel. There's going to be light at the end of the tunnel. I want you to relax. I want you to let it go. I want you to lighten up. I want you to focus on the happiness. I want you to be kind to yourself. Honor your feelings if you are sad or if you are worried about a situation. It is time for you to be okay with whatever this is. But in order to move forward, it's like I need to make these boundaries for myself in order for me to relax and feel lightened up, to allow my blessings to come forward, okay? Let's just go pull 2 more cards for all of my Tauruses. Let's see, 2 more messages for all of my Tauruses. Okay, we have flowers. Be generous. Success and emotional fulfillment is all yours, and I feel like that is to yourself. We have celebrations coming through, okay? When it comes to this, okay, I want you to be really strict on your happiness and on your rules when it comes to whatever the situation is, because it's like you are ready for something to happen. You are ready for a reward to come forward of some kind. Whatever this reward is, you're really focusing on it, Taurus, and it is time for this to happen. But in order for it to happen, you need to place these boundaries and make them very stern. You need to be very ready for success and fulfillment and happiness, and there is going to be a celebration to come for this blessing that was blessed into your life. And it's like you've been focusing on this blessing, but it's time to create boundaries when it comes to this. So whatever that is for you, it's like, know that it's time for you to place these boundaries in this situation. And you might be too kind sometimes, where it's like you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, so you're worried about putting a boundary up, but it's like we need to get that focus and create that boundary, okay? I hope all my Tauruses enjoyed their messages. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit the notification bell and subscribe. I will be going live soon, so if you are interested in getting a quick personal 2-minute message, I will be doing a live here soon. I was supposed to do one today, but we will end up doing that probably sometime later this week. So if you haven't already, make sure to hit subscribe and to hit the notification bell so you are notified when I go live. And I'm sending everybody lots of love and light, and I hope everyone has a great week.